Hey guys, the dude from Denmark here. Welcome to episode 4 of Commander 13, the new Commander expansion that's about to come out for Magic the Gathering. More spoilers have been revealed today, so let's check them out. First card I want to show today is another one of the commanders that belongs with the same colors as Derry, which is a green, white and blue one. This commander is called Rune of the Hidden Realm. It's a 4/4 and it's a legendary rhino soldier creature that costs you 5 mana to cast. It got vigilance and trample. For 2 colorless mana you can tap this and exile another target creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. This commander seems to fit perfectly with its other commanders, and I definitely think that it's a nice commander. It would be fun to see if the decks has some good when it enters the battlefield effects. So this could potentially be really good since you flicker them. So it's interesting to see what he can do with the deck he gets. Entity Nemesis is a blue merfolk rogue creature that costs you 3 mana to cast. It's a 3/1, and as Identity Nemesis enters the battlefield, choose a player. Identity Nemesis has protection from that player. I really hate blue and these kind of cards. I really think it's an annoying creature and a really strong one. And if you don't have any answers for it when it enters the battlefield, if you can't counter it or anything, you're really screwed. I think the only way it seems that you can get it off the battlefield again is to have a sweeper that just sweeps the whole board. So if you don't have any of these or you don't get them when you draw cards, you're really screwed. I think it's definitely a nice creature. Fallen Keybar is a black avatar creature that costs you 7 mana to cast. It's a 8/6, and whenever Fallen Keeper deals combat damage to a player, you may return all creature cards put into your graveyard from the battlefield this turn to your hand. You can pay 1 black mana to sacrifice another creature. Target creature gets -2/-2 on 10 of turn. Though this creature is high costed, I definitely think that it seems like a really fun creature, especially with its second ability where you pay 1 mana to sacrifice another creature that will get back on your hand again if it died. This turn, if you get damage through with this creature. It definitely seems fun if you build this around creatures that have some enters the battlefield effects. That's really cool. So I definitely like this creature. Pallets is a black enchantment that costs you 7 mana to cast. Players have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, Price of Knowledge deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. I think it's too sad that this card costs 7 mana to cast, because that's a really late game card, and at that time this whole no maximum hand size doesn't really work. I think because you have casted a lot of stuff in your hand, so maybe you don't really have any cards left in your hand, unless of course you build this enchantment around getting the opponent to draw a lot of stuff, which you of course will do, but it would be a lot cooler if this card costed a bit less, I think. Pallets is a land where you can tap it to add 1 colorless mana to a mana pool. You can pay 1 colorless mana and tap it to add to a mana pool 1 mana of any color in your commander's color's identity. If you spend this mana to cast your commander, it enters the battlefield with a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the number of times it's been cast from the command zone this game. It's nice that we get a land that revolves around the commanders. It's always nice to have this. The only problem I see with this card is that some people might have memory issues where it's kind of hard to know how many times the commander have been in the commander zones and out again and so on, unless you of course keep track of it, which you should do with this card, I think. But I definitely think it's a good card. It's a green sorcery spell that costs you 2 mana to cast. Put target land card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I love this art, and I love how elegant and simple this card is. Just the whole that you put a land card from a graveyard onto the battlefield is really strong, I think, especially because you can also put in multiplayer, for instance, you can put one of your teammates land cards to your control. And you can also play around with the opponents, so you can take some lands from them if you have the right colors. So I definitely think that it seems really nice. Also for building a deck around lands that we put into the graveyard that makes creatures stronger and so on. So definitely a nice simple card. The black version of the curses is called Curse of Shallow Graves, which costs you 3 mana to cast. It's an enchantment hour curse, and you can enchant player. Whenever a player attacks enchanted player with one or more creatures, that attacking player may put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tab. Oh, this art is really creepy, I think. I think it's definitely a nice card, and I actually thought that the black version of the curses would have been something where you made the opponent lose life, or a discarding effect or something, because I actually thought that the white curse would be around tokens. So I definitely think it's a nice curse. Speaking of the white curse, it's also the last card I want to show today, which is called Curse of the Forsaken, that costs you 3 mana to cast. It's an enchantment hour curse, and you may enchant player. Whenever a creature attacks enchanted player, its controller gains 1 life. I definitely think that the white curse is the worst of them all, but I'm really stoked about that we get curses again, because as I said many times before, I really love the curses. So definitely nice to see them returning, hopefully with more maybe. That's the cards I wanted to show today. You can leave me a comment down below and tell me which commanders you like the most, and the cards in general we have seen for Commander 13 so far. Whenever there are new spoilers for Commander 13, I will make a new video, so if you're interested in this, you can subscribe to me. Until next time, have fun guys.